Hi, happy Sunday morning and welcome to William's favorite videos. I messed up yesterday. Yeah, me. I made a big mistake. And you might say, what was that big mistake? What did William do? Well, let's take a look and see. It's Sunday morning. Sun's coming up and how beautiful it is. And here's my lights, and guess what? These are running on regular. Now, the cell phone is running off of solar, but let's just talk a little bit about solar. What did I mess up on? Well, yesterday I left all the lights on, okay? And I charged something called a jump pack, and I charged my cell phone, and I left the lights on all day. So, like the store Harvest Solar, they call it, where I first started with solar. They were people that taught me. They're down in Tulsa somewhere, but very, very honest people. But the point is, I messed up because I burned up my electricity. I figured, what the heck? It's a nice sunny day. Light the whole house up, charge everything. I had the back porch light on, the shower head thing, and I'm sitting at the barbecue, and all of a sudden, beep! Oh my goodness, what is beep? That's an alarm. Something is wrong. Now the light's still on. The LED will stay on, and it could even drain the batteries even further. But I went inside and checked the voltage rate. 11.9. Low voltage alarm. Oh gosh, I gotta shut stuff off. Oh, that's right. I blew electricity all day. Now, even with solar energy management is important. Even with your car or your truck or even a flashlight. Now I charge my flashlights off my solar. Now I have three. Oh, sorry. You can see my dirty barbecue heads from last night. Polish sausage and the dogs and the cats and everybody together. And here's a little bit for you. Here's a little schnibble. Okay, you want a little bread too? Okay, here's a little bit. And meanwhile, I realized I kept giving them half my food. But it's fun. This cat comes by and Jolly comes by and Julie comes by. And then I realized there's cats at the kitchen table. So there's little one and then, Samantha. And so the cats have to have some food. And then they get their regular food. And I just, I bought an extra bag of, this is going to be long. This is no way this is going to be short. I bought an extra bag of dry food and I put it in the storage closet and they ate all the dry food. I looked at that. It really is empty. They enjoyed something called chicken food flavor from Special Kitty. I'm not going to name what store, but by gosh, I actually took a bite of that stuff just to make sure it was decent, and it really does taste good. You shouldn't feed your animals stuff that you wouldn't eat yourself. And yes, I do taste animal food. It started a long time ago with my dad, my father. My father said, "There's got to be something with this Friskies or, this bag of Captain's Table or something." My dad says, took a bite. He says, "I never ate cat food before." He said, "But by gosh, this tastes like a graham cracker." I said, "No wonder why they cat." But the chicken flavor food bag thing, it really does taste like chicken. And they also enjoy the seafood flavor mix. There's seafood and other seafood and other cat things. That's all I'm going to say. And they really like that one. Now, there's also one called indoor chicken pea flavor for like litter box and stuff and to prevent fur from being everywhere. And and Julie Beans steals the cat's chicken pea flavor. That was not available this week. So we just went with, I had two bags of that chicken stuff that I talked about. Hopefully this makes sense. And you know what? I'm glad I had the second bag. What I do, I take a knife and I just cut a circle in the bag and just lay it on the floor. And I let them, free graze and, inside the house. So nobody ever goes hungry at the Overlander house. I promise you, I take good care of my cats. I almost adopted another dog yesterday, and the person was saying, "Well, how often do you take your animals to the vet? What's your vet's name?" Now, my problem is last time I went to the vet, one retired, another vet died. Okay, and the other thing is, I go by there and I meet the new vet. Okay, here's $200 or $300 for Jolly and do all his shots and Julie and everything's all taken well care of. But this person was basically accusing me because I'm 59 years old and I'm basically getting, you don't have your doctor's exact name and it's $300 for this dog. And I said, you know what? I'm just not going to adopt the thing because usually I go by the shelter and they know who I am and they know I'm a good guy and I take really good care of my animals. There's no questions. We talk about, oh, and they tell me this dog has problems. This dog has a history of problems. And you know what? Julie Beans turned out to be the most fantastic thing that happened to me. She's like a sister, a wife, a mother, you know, almost even a girlfriend. Because I come in, she lick my face, and I give her a hug, and she gives me a hug back, and you can just hear her go, I love this. Well, anyway, this is getting pretty long, isn't it? Talking about animals, Figaro. There's always been a Figaro in my life. Well, there was times where there wasn't, but I started out as a little boy. My sister was Dr. Karen Pate, and there was a cat named Figaro. And Figaro would sit on my lap, and I would play records or watch a little TV, and Figaro was always there. Well, one day, this is about the time that Elvis passed away, Figaro had a problem. She was just too old, her kidneys were failing, and she went pee on the bushes, and I noticed the pee wasn't pee, it was blood. And, oh gosh, this is serious stuff. And so we had to take her to the vet, and there was no way to fix the problem. She had to be put down. And so after that, whenever I find a cat that's special, it's Figaro. Now, my Figaro's dad was a cat with one blind eye who came around usually at Christmas, who I fed, bread, and, I'm always feeding animals. And this is years ago. This is like 10 years ago. And I would feed Figaro some bread, and he had a girl kitten named Figaro. And it's Figgy's mama, the one with the white tip on the tail. That's how I tell them apart. There's Figaro with the white tip on the tail, Figaro's mama, and her daughter, Figaro. There's two Figaro cats. Figaro, the daughter, comes in the house. Figaro with the white tip on the tail gets fed here at this rock wall. At this spot with the cross and the plants and the American flag. Now, Figaro will usually be here. And Figaro meows, I'm hungry. I said, wait a minute, I'll go and fix this. I get her a hand of food, I bring her some food. She eats outside. Or I'll give her some of my sandwich or something. She always gets food. And she has water. I have a bird bath. Next door, Joe has a waterfall fountain thing. Joe was retired Marine, he's 76 years old. So there's water available all the time. So she really doesn't need to go inside. And if I don't feed her, she'll go and kill something. I came home, she had a salamander. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe what they do to bunnies or squirrels. Let's not even talk about this. But, this has to end sometime. I don't want to be rambling, Rose. It's sunrise. And what we're going to do today. Gosh, I'm lazy and heavy. And sorry if I show too much chest stuff. You know what's interesting too? For an old man, I've got a decent chest. A lot of people old and wrinkly. I work so much, I'm like Superman. I work hard every day. I'm out there. I'm here for America. Hi, I'm William. But point is, yeah, I do. For an old man, I'm in actually decent shape. I weigh about 220 pounds. I'm about 6 foot. And I'm getting shrinking shorter and shorter. The jeans keep getting shorter and shorter. And my belt, well, let's just say I'm within 6 inches of what I was in high school, so that's not bad. I don't run much anymore, but I do dance a little. I do enjoy life, and thank you for being my friends. I don't mean to be something called Rambling Rose. Well, let me get up. Oh, old age. I remember my dad when he got old. I always hear him go, ah, when he got up. Anyway, here comes the sun. And guess what? That's going to fix my solar problems. Have a fantastic, blessed day. As I say always, oops, sorry, too much chest. You all take care. Thank you for watching William's Favorite Videos. And this is long. And this is long on purpose for the people who are really sincere members of our group. William's Favorite Videos. Well, William's Favorite Videos is also about the videos that I really do like. I really enjoy movies. I really enjoyed 1923 with Harrison Ford, Paramount Plus. That he didn't give up. He still gets out and acts today. People like him are inspiration. I really got scared the first time I took a cell phone in front of me and said, hi, I'm William Overlander. Or even just took a picture, a selfie. It's me. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Anyway, y'all take care, and it's time to go. Bye-bye.